Yeah, man.
Look at that Duval. Got my teal one too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Get that Duval going. Get that Travis Hunter. Got that Travis Hunter going. Sound like Theo Vaughn right now. Yeah. Nature's dandruff. We said that one video. Jeez. What's up? Been a couple weeks. Happy Friday. See if anybody will join us today on this fine, beautiful Friday in Jacksonville, Florida.
2 viewers. Ding, ding.
Oh, here they come. Yeah, we were off last Friday with Good Friday. Well, we weren't off. I was, kinda.
Yeah, we're always working. Just may not be in this building working.
Yeah.
There's always something going on. Yeah, like Jim said, happy Friday. Appreciate all you guys that are going to join us throughout the broadcast, the live feed.
Yeah, we're drawing some tickets.
Yeah, we got some exciting stuff going on today. We're going to be drawing our Sonic Temple winners. We got 2 sets of tickets we're giving away for that. I should have grabbed the tickets. Yeah.
Wristbands or whatever.
Yeah,
we got a new setup, so I'm trying to train my eyes to look at the camera and not look above it onto the screen, but I do have to keep an eye on the screen. If you've never seen this before, I'm Jim, this is Chris. We're the owners of Demons Behind Me. Demons Behind Me, inspirational clothing and apparel, Knock Embroidery as well. Our own apparel decorating business, but we like to go live every Friday, one to catch up with our folks out there, check in. We're always keeping an eye on comments. If you have any questions, comments, put them up there. I'm keeping an eye on them, but we're also going to share a story today, a story that somebody shared with us at demonsbehindme.com under the resources tab. Share your story, help someone. This is their Demons Behind Me story. This is how they overcame a hardship in their life, or maybe it could be a story for advocacy, telling somebody else a story to share that. We share these stories because somebody's going through something similar, and they may not know how they're going to make it through, and they may be completely hopeless. But by hearing how somebody else made it through, that is going to bring them hope. What's up, Cliff? Forgot, I didn't hook up my mic. Can you hear us, Cliff? Can you hear me now? Good.
So you can hear us?
I don't know. I mean, there's a built-in mic. I'm assuming we got sound.
Cliff, can you hear us? Yes or no? Should I text him?
Anybody else out there? Can you hear us? Anybody else is watching?
Hello?
You must be busy.
Who, Cliff?
He's probably working at the same.
Yep. Oh, all right, good.
Oh, there they are. All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody came through at once.
Yeah.
What's up, Timothy? Thanks for joining us. Ken, where you been, man? I haven't seen you in a minute. Hope you're good.
Oh, look,
Jason.
Yeah.
We'll be sharing your story today, my man. We appreciate you sharing that with us. We share these stories because somebody's going through something similar. They don't know how they're going to make it through, or maybe they haven't gone through it yet. They're going to go through something. They don't know how they're going to make it through, but hearing about how somebody else made it through is going to bring them hope for sure. All right. We're going to talk about some new products. We're going to draw for our VIP Sonic Temple tickets. 1 set of 2, 1 set of 3. In no particular order. Actually, we're gonna draw the set of 2 first, and then we will draw is it a set if it's 3? I guess so. A set of 3.
Yeah. A set of 3 and a set of 2.
It wouldn't be a pair of 3.
I don't know. And I'm trying to get somebody from our office that should be paying attention and watching the video.
No.
To bring us some stuff.
They're not supposed to be watching this.
I know. I was running around with like a chicken with my head cut off while ago. Forgot all about those things.
Yeah, we got some. What do you want to start? You want to start with some fresh gear?
Yeah.
We just dropped.
Oh, maybe special delivery maybe here.
Oh, let's see. Who could it be?
Yeah.
What was that on Mr. Rogers?
Yeah.
Speedy delivery?
Yeah, speedy
Oh,
delivery.
there you go.
Ring, ring.
Come on.
Special delivery.
Oh, are you modeling?
Special delivery. Oh, yeah.
Special
Oh, yeah.
delivery.
Little sneak
Oh,
peek. Oh.
dang, look at that jersey. That thing's sick.
Yeah, sneak peek there. What?
Oh.
Man, that thing's not even supposed to be out yet. But
You can. So that's a very quick sneak peek of the new festival jersey. That will only be at the festivals. So if you want that jersey, brand new, only will be at the festivals.
yeah, that's we'll put up throwing it online after we get done with Sonic and Welcome to Rockville. But
there's any left.
that's what I was going to say. Depending on what we have left, so we're going to see how this new festival jersey goes. It's something different, something we haven't done it before. Little different, unique. Got a little punk rock. Oh look,
Yeah.
look at that big old bag of Rockville tickets. Whoa. I haven't even opened these. They've been sitting on my desk.
Hope they're good.
Yeah, right.
What's up, Matthew? Appreciate you, man. We're going to be at all of them. Jason, yeah, we're going to be at our incarceration.
Yeah, that's that drawing.
Come and see
day
us,
right
man,
there.
if you're close to the
Let's
area.
see what we got in here.
Thank you, Angel. Appreciate you. Yeah. Oh, dang.
Look at that VIP. You know those VIP.
Make it rain.
Yeah, right. We got wristbands. VIP field.
Drawing for these bad boys today at the end of the show, so stay tuned. If you entered before we close today, we will draw. You will know who the winners are. If for some reason a winner cannot make it, we're going to draw again, and we will just contact you directly. But we're drawing for the Sonic Temple tickets today. End of our show. Look at all these fancy lanyards and wristbands.
So what? Maybe I need to read
What's
what our
up,
rules
Ed?
are again.
What's up, Josh? Welcome.
Let me read our rules real quick on these guys. I don't even remember what we did. It's bad when we don't remember things.
What is that?
Exactly who's getting what here, because we got some field day passes, and these are the all-inclusive ones there. Just want to make sure we're giving them out.
What's up, Edward? Appreciate you, man. Yeah, the Taylor Foundation shirts are sick, man. Very, very cool. Oh, yeah, Angel. I want to go to a Deftones concert. DJ, what's up, man? Get back to work. Nah, appreciate you, dude.
There's some.
Requirements, Edward. You could purchase an entry at demonsbehindme.com, or you were eligible for a free entry with every $30 that you spent. You just had to add it to your cart to either purchase the free one or to purchase the $10 entry. So that was it. We are going to be drawing for Welcome to Rockville next Friday. So we are giving away 2 sets of 2 VIP tickets to Rockville. We also have 3 general admission tickets we're giving away, but you have to come into the store and purchase something. And then that's a handwritten, you drop it in the box, and we're going to draw for that as well. So you got to come see us in Jacksonville for the general admissions. You can enter online for the VIP tickets. Same thing, you can purchase an entry for $10 a piece, or you get a free entry with every $30 that you spend. So just remember, add it to your cart. As you add $30 or more, that item then becomes free. Sorry about that.
Yeah, we're all over the
What the
place.
heck are
today.
people calling me? I'm on silent and airplane mode and all things. New gear. Let's get this fresh gear up. What are you looking for?
I was just making sure, because we're doing two of them here, right?
Yeah, we're doing a set of 2 for Sonic Temple.
So I think these
Now we're doing a set of 3. So this is the latest drop. Literally just made this live. I can never get this thing straight. Ooh. We just made this live at demonsbehindme.com. This is our ladies Raven muscle tank. So it's kind of crop toppy, it's muscly, it's garment dyed fabric, the kind of the in thing right now. These are live right now at demonsbehindme.com. And then probably the best women's design that we've ever had, the Phoenix, is now available in a rocker tank. So kind of the old tanks are out, new tanks are in, also available at demonsbehindme.com. Get yours now. Shoot an email blast out for that as well. Some more new items are on the way. The vests, man, the vests are flying, you guys.
Yeah, we have to get another order.
Yeah, I do have to put an order. They're about gone. We're running out of sizes left and right. So if you're back and forth on the vest, pick one up now. These things they're top notch. Probably one of the best quality products we've ever launched. Really cool stuff.
Definitely a little out of our normal t-shirt realm to offer a riding vest, but you guys kept asking for it when we saw you out or came in the store when we were going to do some legit riding gear for all of our motorcycle enthusiasts. So this is why we came out with it. We're also maybe in the near future may come out with a festival vest maybe one day.
Yeah, maybe denim, something like that.
Yeah, a little denim.
A lot of cool stuff going on, a lot of new stuff. Appreciate the support. Hopefully everybody took advantage of the sale last weekend for Easter, Resurrection. But I'm going to dive into the story, and then after the story, of course, we're going to keep an eye on the comments and the questions, and then we'll do our drawing.
So that makes sense. You got to eat dinner before you get dessert.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Got to eat your meat.
You can't have any pudding if you don't eat your meat. All right, the story's from Jason. Jason, thank you for joining us live. Chuck, appreciate it, man. Yeah, this shirt's flying too. The hope dealer.
Yeah,
not a dope dealer. I'm a hope dealer.
That's it, man.
Jason. Forgive me if I mispronounce anything. I'm a strong supporter of your company and attempt to wear something every day. Oh, that's awesome. So a little about myself. I'm a drug addict and alcoholic, but have been clean around 17 years. I fought depression and suicidal thoughts and have attempted it once and was really close another time, probably 4 years ago. I finally built the nerve to type this up at this current time due to having to deal with a suicide that happened on January 20th, 2025. Out of the blue, my cousin, who lived 2 houses down from me, sent me a message, and all it said was, "Can you come over, please?" And as soon as I read it, I automatically knew something was wrong, because anytime we would text each other, our messages had a purpose in them, like, "Can you help me do this?" Or that. Never an open message. So once I opened the message, I was at my daughter's house visiting our grandbabies and was about 30 minutes away. So I reached out to my other daughter, who lives maybe 2 minutes away, and asked her to go and check on him. While I did that, my wife remembered our 17-year-old son was home. So she called him, and he was at the gas station. So she explained what happened, and he ended up running back home to check on him. He walked to the front door and knocked. I actually have watched all of this on my security camera. And the main door was open, but the screen door was closed. So after no one answered when he knocked, he opened the door and walked in, and maybe was there a total of 3 to 5 seconds before he ran out screaming and yelling. He ran towards our house and made it to the corner right as my daughter made the turn, and he stopped her. She called 911, and he called his mother. And for a couple of days, I felt the regret of why that day did I decide out of the blue to go see the babies. What if I stayed home instead? And my wife had the regret of asking our son to go and being the one who basically caused him to have to see the aftermath. We finally relaxed and with time checked the message he sent me, compared to the security camera footage, and came to the conclusion that within 1 to 2 minutes of me getting his text, you could hear a faint pop, and that the message he sent me was solely for me to find him. His brother and I have been friends since before kindergarten, and I've known him his entire life. And later on, their uncle married my aunt, so we always referred to each other as cousins, and we were always close. He was an alcoholic that had been in recovery for 3 years and hadn't had a drink. The not knowing what triggered him that day is one of the hardest parts. Plus the fact another childhood friend of ours ended up going to prison a while back and got clean and was living in a halfway house. He posted on Facebook that he was 600 days clean, then 2 days later he ate as much of his medication as he could, and he never woke up. And back in 1996, I had 2 of my closest friends both shoot themselves that same year. So mental health is something I believe isn't talked about enough, and that in my opinion, the people only talking about medicating to help instead of dealing with the actual issues at hand. But if people are healed, then they are no longer customers. So this was sort of a long story. I used it to vent a little, but I truly love your product and your message, and personally know that I'm tired of burying my friends, my brothers, my family, and really want a way to help. Thank you for your time. And Jason, thank you so much for sharing. I'm so sorry to hear about your cousin passing and just all the tragedy and trauma that you've experienced. And I knew it took a lot of courage, and it takes a lot of time to write these. I hope that by sharing this, you do understand that you are going to help someone, and the fact that we're reading it now, and even if we didn't, we put all these on our blog as well. But you're spot on. We don't talk about mental health enough, and if we do, we're only getting part of it. So before Demons Behind Me, I was trained to be a therapist, and I was a therapist for a little over a year. It wasn't a great fit for me professionally, but one thing that I learned is that you can't just throw medication at an issue. Just like you mentioned, Jason, you also have to address the root cause of the actual issue at hand. Now, I don't know if it's a medication piece, or as you mentioned, getting people in to just keep coming back. I don't know if there's any truth to that, but I do know that you have to have both if you want to hit that 95 to 100% effectiveness. Medication is going to only take you part of the way. It will help tremendously. It'll get you to 80%, but if you don't deal with that underlying issue, that thing is still there. So I'm a huge advocate for therapy. There's so many modalities these days to get therapy. I know it's very hard to find somebody to sit down with and have that therapeutic relationship just because they don't pay therapists enough. Insurance companies don't pay therapists enough, so therapists typically will only accept things out of pocket, which is challenging, super challenging. So keep plugging away, keep trying to get the help that you need, and just know that medication is not the whole answer. So I think that's spot on.
Yeah, Jason, thanks for sharing your story. Sorry for your loss, your family's loss. Kind of knew what direction your story was going whenever you mentioned your son going to the house. I felt like, it's just like watching a movie, and you kind of know exactly where the plot was going with that. So sorry your son had to see that as well. The one thing I do want to point out is, you mentioning regrets and why you did what you did. The one thing I know I've learned over the years is you can't regret any of your decisions when it comes to what other people do. It's sad that people do certain things and they harm themselves and stuff like that. But we as individuals, we can't just sit around and just fester on well, what if I wouldn't have went there, or what if I would have left earlier, or this or that, because that'll just drive you crazy mentally as well. And like Jim was saying, also kind of go onto that point. Therapy is extremely important. I'm not sure what your son's going through or anything like that. It may be good for him to speak with somebody. Seeing something like that basically burns into your memory. But like Jim said too, the underlying cause of what triggers us and makes us do the things we do when it comes to like alcohol, drug abuse, whatever type of addiction you may have, there's always an underlying cause, and getting in front of somebody and talking about it is extremely important. And if you don't hit a bullseye with the right person the first time, then try somebody else, because eventually somebody will understand where you're coming from, and you'll be able to connect with them. It may not even be a therapist. It may be just a group of people that you find that have gone through similar things. There are groups out there like that. I've told my brother and my sister-in-law, there's groups out there, like for them whenever they lost their daughter to cancer, that there's groups out there for parents who have lost a child, and they've went through something similar. So finding groups or finding the right person to speak with is very important. because once you start talking about it, it literally does start getting a little bit easier each day, to deal with those underlying issues. And like I said, I'm sorry your family had to go through that. But like I said, the big thing now, me taking away from this is you just can never sit there and ponder on the what ifs. You always gotta, you gotta keep moving on with what you got going on and taking care of your family and helping them get past this as well.
Yeah, and so I saw a couple comments on here, and even in your story, Jason, about, it's too bad we didn't know the trigger. And I don't think the trigger is as important as what we're able to do, because we can't, hindsight's always 20/20, right? What we can do is we can keep sharing stories like this, because regardless of the trigger, at some point that individual was hopeless and felt that that was the only solution. If we keep sharing these stories, we're going to bring a glimmer of hope to whatever it is that your cousin was going through in that instant. And rather than pulling the trigger, they're going to text 988, or they're going to text you to have a conversation, or they're going to seek something outside of the ultimate. And that's why we do what we do, and that's why we have to keep sharing these stories. Mental health cannot be taboo. It has to be mainstream, and we have to address it, correctly. Just like Chris said, we don't look back. That demon's behind me. We don't look back.
So there's a story I tell people sometimes. It's been years ago. I had a guy come into the tent, and it was actually just me in the tent. We were set up, I think, here at the local Harley. Jim wasn't there yet. I was there opening the tent up, getting everything set up. And a gentleman walks up to me, and he comes up to me, and he's like, "Are you one of the owners?" I'm like, yeah, my name's Chris. I'm one of the owners. He was like, I just want you to know that your brand saved my life. And I was like, oh yeah? I was like, kind of caught off guard. I've never had anybody ever come up and say something like that before to me. And I was like, oh yeah? I was like, how do we do that? And he was like, well, I was in a really dark place. He was like, I was married for 20 years, found out my wife was cheating on me. He said, with one of my good friends, who I thought was a good friend, and he ended up not being a good friend. He said, and I actually was a recovering alcoholic. He said, I've been sober for about 10 years as well. He was like, so everything was going good, my job was good, everything was going great, and then I come home and find what was going on. It was like the first thing I did, after she got out and we separated and did our own thing, is I started drinking. He said, I started drinking heavily. And he's like, one night I was sitting at my dining room table, or at my kitchen table, and I had a bottle of whiskey in front of me. It was almost empty, and I had a gun laying on the table in front of me too. And he said, in that moment, I picked that gun up. He was like, and I literally stuck it to the side of my head. And he said, I looked up at my refrigerator, and there was your old sticker. He was like, I don't even know where it came from. I don't remember ever getting it from you guys. He said that all I remember doing is reading what that sticker said. Demons behind me, and so is the past. And he said, I literally put the gun down, went and put it in the safe, locked it up, and went to bed. And he said, and I haven't had a drop to drink since then. And he was like, and he was telling me all these other things that were going good with his life. So like what we were just saying there, there's instances where we go down these dark paths, but there's also us sharing stories like yours, Jason, is hopefully going to brighten somebody's day, or somebody that's struggling is going to hear this story and be like, hey, I've been in that situation and I've went down that dark road before, and hopefully this is going to give them a glimmer of hope, and maybe they'll share their story with somebody, and then that person will share that story, and then the more we share, the better it's going to be for all of us to move forward and keep moving.
Yeah, 100%. And we don't take any credit for that. It's all glory to God that individual looked up and saw that sticker.
No.
And that changed his mind. But keep sharing the positive stuff. 988. Obviously, you can text that. That is not just a suicide helpline. 988 is for all mental health issues. Text that. They will get you in contact with people that can help you on the spot. And Chuck mentioned preachers, priests, and pastors. I agree with that 100%. What you can do in an instant is you can pray. And I feel like a lot of people disregard. I mean, that's what I do. That might not be your belief, and that's okay. And I'm not here to preach to you, but there's power in prayer. And if you need instant help, praying can help as well, 100%. So, Jason, we sent you, or we're going to send. We sent.
I sent.
Yeah, we sent you a $25 gift card. Thank you so much again for sharing your story. If you have a story to share. Share it with us at demonsbehindme.com under the resources tab. Share your story. Help someone. We want to share as many stories as we can about how people overcame a hardship in their life. And that is it. Because hearing how somebody else made it is going to bring somebody else hope. All of our stories that we receive, we do post them to the blog. You can read them all. We pick one a week to share. So, good stuff. You got it in there. You got it in there. So,
all right,
good deal. Hello, Stephen. What's up? Catching the tail end of it. All right, so we got the new goodies, and now we're going to draw for some tickets. I think that's it. Is it time to draw?
Yeah.
All right. You want me to do first one?
Yeah. You want to do the first one, or you want to do second? So we got everybody that entered in Sonic, whether you purchase some items of $30 or more, you got one entry for every $30 you spent, as long as you put the entry in the cart at checkout. And then we had some people that also paid the $10 entry. Mm-hmm. So for every entry that you that you sent or was on your order, we basically cut off a little tab with your order number and your last and your name. And
put it in the bowl.
Put it in the bowl. So all right, have Jim dig in there real quick.
All right, this is for 2 VIP tickets for all 4 days. Daniel Scrobot.
Nice.
Scrobot. Congratulations, Daniel. You got 2 VIP tickets to Sonic Temple.
Bam.
All right, we will hit you up. Oh, we forgot the drum roll. Brrr, sorry. All right.
All right.
Now we have round 2 for 3 VIP tickets.
Dig in here.
Whoa.
There's Daniel again.
Yeah, all right, he's got a couple entries in there. So let's pull another one.
You want to pull another one?
Yeah, of course.
All right. He's got a lot of.
You can only win once.
All right. Oh, give him all 5. Oh, there you go. Tina Hendrick.
Tina Hendrick, you got 3 VIP tickets to Sonic Temple. We're going to contact Daniel and Tina. As soon as we get off of this show, we're going to reach out and make sure that you guys can go, and we are going to mail you your tickets so you have them in hand, ready to roll. All right, what else we got in here? We got a lot of hidden messages. So congratulations, Tina. Congratulations, Daniel. We are drawing for Welcome to Rockville tickets next Friday on our live show. So there's still time to get in, get your entries in. Go to demonsbehindme.com. It's a $10 entry, but you get a free entry with every $30 you spend. But don't forget to add it to your cart. Otherwise, we can't track whether or not that you wanted to go. So get your tickets in, or get your entries in for Welcome to Rockville. Tina, Daniel, again, congratulations. We will see you guys at Sonic Temple. Make sure you come and visit Chris and the team at the tent. We're going to hook you up with some gear as well. And definitely want to get a picture with you guys. And let's keep an eye on these messages here.
Josh, what size do you normally wear in a fitted hat, if it's like a true baseball fitted hat? One thing you can also do, Josh, you can go to flexfit.com and just type in, or Google FlexFit sizing, and the FlexFit hat we use is just called the FlexFit, right? It says there. It's not the in-unit. Which one are we?
Yeah, I think it's just FlexFit.
It's like the classic. Classic's the old school.
Right.
Yeah, so the sizings are available. So it goes small, medium, or large, extra large. The 2Xs that we use are not a stretchy material, so we just have to kind of look at that.
Steve, Tampa are the best size. Correct. They are correct. Very standard motorcycle vest sizing. So if you're in between sizes, these don't stretch, so you're gonna go up.
Yeah, there's
So-
no cords on the side where you can loosen them up. They're true to fit.
But get them ordered, man, because they are flying. We're about to run out of sizes if we haven't already. So we'll get another order in, but it'll be some time, and it's time to ride right now.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well,
All right.
thank you guys for checking in with us on this Friday. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Check out the new ladies gear online right now. DMsBehindMe.com. Get it while it's hot. And we will see you guys next Friday. If you guys ever have any questions, concerns, you can call us right here in Jacksonville. Send us an email. Shoot us a message. We always keep an eye on that. And yeah,
That's it, man.
let's get ready to roll.
Yeah. So Tina and Daniel will be reaching out to you guys shortly, making sure the mailing addresses we have on file for you are correct.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get these out in the mail today. So these things are gonna be coming to you, probably UPS is what I'm thinking. Can't trust that.
Whatever's quick, man. Whatever's quick.
Just
Get it to them quickly.
We appreciate
Guys, yesterday's behind you. Move forward today.
Rock on.